embrace, lifelong learning attitude. Engage with the projects that is aligning with your, life goals. I got this mining equipment pretty cheap, and after the 3 or 4 years, it get paid.
Hello, welcome to the Bitget Show. I'm your host, Vugar, and today we have a great guest, a builder, David Mustac. Welcome to the studio. How are you, David?
Thank you for the introduction. I arrived at Dubai at Sunday. I have the best time of my life so far. So
Dubai is the adult Disneyland, and the journey that brought you to Dubai is an apprenticeship program of Bitget, where we nurture the next generation of builders. We bring more people to crypto to work and to build, to start their businesses, to discover who they are and what they can do in crypto. And what brought you to crypto?
So, I'm in crypto since 2017, and how I started, I got to the college, and with my roommate, we heard about Ethereum, and then, we buy some chips of Ethereum, and, for like 3 or 2 months, price, skyrocketed. After that, I started to, getting into the mining. And that was how I started, but professionally in blockchain and Web3, I'm since 2020. So in 2020, I made the undergraduate thesis with one of the computer science professor on my university. And after I did this undergraduate thesis, then we opened like blockchain research organization on our faculty of engineering in Rijeka. And then we started to, getting EU-funded projects and work with, our scientists, students. So that was my first encounters with blockchain, and I get accepted in Bitget Apprenticeship, I believe, in May. And from then, I started to building, community around the Balkans region, so around Croatia, Slovenia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Serbia, and so on. So that was, briefly about my starting with crypto and blockchain.
I love how you make this all sound very easy. We heard about Ethereum, we bought, price went up, we started mining. Like how someone just starts mining, like...
Before that, I have, some life savings. So after I was like 6 months getting information about how to get mining because, I was in electrical engineering. So, for this, we say hardware, I was, pretty well acquainted how this works. And that was, the start of, after the 6 months of the, discovering the process of mining. So I embarked on, mining, and that was I bought my first equipment at the beginning of 2018. But we all know
it was good times.
Yeah.
Right after bad times.
yeah. So I got this mining equipment pretty cheap, I would say. But there was electricity expenses. But I told myself, you got into this, and we're in no matter what is the price, And after the 3 or 4 years, it get paid.
Good, you got a free money glitch. I always say like mining is one of that, where you print your own money, kind of an approach. And you mentioned that you were going to university at the time, and I believe in Croatia. But what is your take on, or your advice to the people who are at the universities? Because we often go to universities with the blockchain for use project, and we sponsor a lot of educational programs at the prestigious universities. But I always believe there's a huge lack of knowledge. And also when you are young, even though I believe young people should take more risk and do an experience, a lot of people are very hesitant into coming to the crypto. And as a freshly graduate, as a young person, What was your take? Like, were you afraid of risks? What about all the other people you know from the university? What they are doing now?
Yeah, we have this blockchain research organization, and we are doing with students like undergraduate, master thesis on the blockchain subject. We are doing with a collaboration of European Union funded projects with foundations like Solana and Ethereum. But we find that when people, finish these obligations that I have on the university, they somehow left because they don't see that they could, get Web3 job in the Balkans region, because I would say to get Web3 job, it is essential to be engaged in some community, But this is the process, as we all know. So first 2 years, as we started this organization, I did all my work voluntarily. So that is, I would say, one reason that, first thing is you have to be like a lifelong learner. Then you should be aware that probably from the beginning you should have some work, voluntarily. Third advice would be engage in your local communities and attend conferences. In these conferences I attended from the beginning. It was on the Balkans region because of the cost. But then I started to go like European conferences. Now I'm in Dubai. Probably I will explore some conference there for the rest of the year. And this was some of the process which I was engaging during my professional career in the crypto.
I believe like learning and this like volunteering is very important, because even in the traditional workspace, every summer you will definitely go and do like a summer internships. And at least at my times, interns were poorly treated, and at there's like all traditional companies where you will be bringing the coffee and doing the printing, while the internships in the crypto ecosystem are always fun. You travel somewhere, you do an event, at least you get bags and bags of merch. I believe like crypto work experience or crypto internships or apprenticeships are much more fun than like a boring traditional becoming like a coffee boy or a copy boy kind of a approach. Therefore, I would definitely recommend everyone to explore that opportunity. And also, I believe great thing about crypto is that first, usually you get a remote opportunity. It means you don't have to travel somewhere or ruin your summer plans, especially if you are doing a summer internship. And you can work with anywhere. You can, be in Balkans and work with people in Singapore or Latin America and get exposed to that culture. And in my opinion, there are so many opportunities in crypto rather than in the traditional businesses. But talking about this like a crypto and approach, I know in some countries, crypto is not as popular as in the others, and people can be hesitant. And you are from Balkans, you're from Croatia. What is the like a general sentiment of the crypto? Do people use crypto? Does your family know what crypto is?
Actually, in Croatia, we use crypto a lot. We have like this crypto license. So when you get this license, you can operate, with crypto, like exchange and so on. So we have this like exchange in Croatia that have something like B2B payment solution for crypto, and they are implemented around 200 places on the Croatia. So actually you can, spend your summer and pay all for crypto, from the hotel, from the, breakfast, from the tickets to, ferries, and for rent a car. So I would say in Croatia it is I'm fine with adoption of the crypto in the Croatia, but we would like to have some more startup from the Web3 world, because Web3 startups are pretty popular in Serbia. In Serbia there are origins of Polygon. So we have like MVP workshop. They were doing, if I'm not mistaken, on Polygon Edge. And we have Tenderly, which is like a software development tool, for testing smart contracts. So like in Croatia, there is, I would say, a little more adoption, for masses, but we have in Serbia, pretty, pretty strong Web3 startups.
That's cool. That's cool. And I know that you are personally also engaged with like a Solana foundation, and you are doing some developments in there. And recently, Solana took over the BNB thanks to meme coins and all these, excitement around it. What's your take on like a meme coins and overall trading? Because you mentioned in Croatia, you have this B2B startup, you can pay everywhere with crypto, but like, do people actually hold and trade, or it is more of a utility?
I would say there are few, trading groups. So I would say people in Croatia are trading a lot. Actually, I would say it's a rule for the Balkans, because pays in Croatia are, it's all right, but it's not like in, I don't know, in Dubai, America. We like to compare ourselves, with Austria, Germany, and so on. So I believe that this crypto trading meme coins are one of means that Balkan people find to earn some money, extra. So
do you trade yourself?
I was trading in 2019 to 2022.
What's happened?
So after that, I thought this would be my full-time job, but in this time we were in bull market, and when the market starts to cold up, you see you are not so good as you thought during the bull market, and then after this I decided to go professionally, like business developer, blockchain analytics, and this part of the Web3, so
that's good. That's good. I think like I always say like trading is a very intense job, and people always think, especially when you go to the social media, you see these people having a very luxurious life, and they always talk about how they did that smart trades and 10x's, 20x's, 100x's, but usually, as in any job, you have ups and downs, and it's very, like, I believe mentally intense job, because when you trade, you're always under the stress, because there are days that you will definitely make a huge profit, but also there will be days that you're gonna do loss, and being mentally prepared to that loss and making sure that it doesn't affect you in the long term, it can be challenging in sometimes. And I always say, either you are a really good trader, you are very well trained for thousands of hours, and you can do day trading as a job, and there are so many people who do it. But I would never recommend people, especially in the beginning of their journey, just invest all your time into trading. Instead, like, you can do trading on the side while learning, but also in parallel have another income level, like whether you want to do like a traditional job or build a startup. And of course, in parallel, like, it's very important to also accumulate the wealth, because if you do day trading, it means you lock the profits and it's your income, you end up spending, you even out. But when you, for example, in my opinion, it's very important to like also build a good portfolio of like a much stable kind of investments, such as like a Bitcoin and Ethereum, and do a dollar cost averaging and keep buying and accumulating, which can be that a safety net, that whenever you have not a all green day in the market, then you can still have that mental stability. While talking that you work with the different, university students who are doing a theses and developing and building and discussing the topic of the Bitcoin and overall crypto ecosystem, what is the general idea? Like, are more and more students interested in like going and exploring this industry, or are people still, like, especially because you did an engineering degree, like, do you think people who are in engineering, they want to go to the like a software work in this, Nvidias and Microsofts more, or they want to be their own bosses?
As I brought to my place Solana Foundation, we got some traction with the students, because in this organization I mentioned from the university, we were pushing a lot Rust. So Rust is a programming language which I believe will be more adopted than Solidity in the future. So it's actually a programming language of Solana and other blockchains. So students are getting interested in this Rust. and we have like personnel professors which can teach them how to do coding in Rust. So actually we will be having one workshop at the university from the Solana Foundation, and we will teach students for Rust. And how we are gathering interest. So we have like IT pop quizzes in my place in Rijeka, where we are hosting IT questions, and there is also Web3 part of this question in this quiz. And we have like 40 participants, and like 50% of these participants are students. So I believe this community engagement activities, pop quizzes, meets is the thing that is attracting students, besides these organizations and projects that we have there.
I believe communities are important because especially when you look at like a meme coins, right? They don't have a product, but they have a very strong community, and that's the community that makes it grow. And also with all successful projects, the community is that what drives the crypto industry forward, in my opinion. And I think for the young people, especially in this generation when you're all the time kind of trapped in the digital screen, all you do is playing games and you usually don't have much friends, being part of that community can be a good starting point, even if you are not fully interested in, let's say, investing, or you just like little bit interested about technology. Being part of the community can be a cool, in my opinion, place to start. And do you believe that, more and more university students that are part of your community, they are there also to find a new friend or feel welcomed, or it is more about people coming and trying to kind of invest and explore?
I believe they are about community building, because we are last week we are starting to get good feedback from them. So I believe if there would be just for like investing and money, it won't be. So they told me that they would like to have like trading sessions or something that we could get hands-on people how to use this trading on Bitget, for example. They also, we in Croatia, we have a university in Zagreb. They have like trading competitions each year. So it is probably a good idea to partner with this competition. So because that's the interest that was expressed by students, So that I believe would be a good way to start, because for example, computer science students in my university, they are after the college they got to some software development company, and they stay just like for the rest of his life there. But I believe that these initiatives like Bitget's, Solana foundations will bring them, closer with the people that are like him. Because in the Balkans, it is fine community for Web3 people, but it's not much, So I believe that there will this Web3 industry, will entertain them in a way that they could discuss, with peers about development, crypto, meme coins, whatever would they like,
That's cool. David, you are really young and you are just like a freshly out of the university. If you could give like 3 pieces of advice to people who are watching us today, especially the young people who are keen about crypto, they don't know where to start, what will be your 3 key advice to them?
So first of all, I would say that they should embrace, lifelong learning attitude. Because there are AI, there is blockchain, there is this fast-pacing technologies, and if you want to have concurrence in the industry, you have to embrace this lifelong learning attitude. That would be first. Second would be, if you are really interested in crypto, find right away a community but it does not matter if you're software developer, if you're, I don't know, business developer, if you're a graphic designer. Meet projects which could align with your with your how would I say, with your God. Engage with the projects that is aligning with your life goals. That would be the third would be if you want to take a job into the Web3, you can expect a lot of fun activities and stuff, but on the other side, you have to be a go-getter, I would say.
That's amazing. Today we were talking with David Mustac about his experience, and of course he's one of the builders at Bitget Apprentice Program that we recently launched under my supervision as the CEO of Bitget. And our aim is to bring more people to crypto, to help them to build, to develop, whether they want to start a career or build their own venture. Bitget is always here to support. Thank you for the show, and I was your host, Vugar.